I like Dallas in this game. I think Dallas's defense is improved again. I think Dan does a great job. Those guys play with great speed to the football. They'll turn it over. I like them winning this game. Tampa's got a tough stretch here in the first 3 weeks. I think.
Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome. Cowboys fan talk. Right back like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? Hey, look, y'all heard the man. Y'all heard our future head. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to Mike, man. I rocks with Mike. You know the best coach in the NFC East. I rocks with Mike. One of the better coaches in the league, but y'all not gonna give him his props yet. But listen, if this season go totally awry, we just have a horrible year, knock on wood. But if things go super left, it ain't a bad consolation prize to roll Sean Payton in here with that much cap space. It ain't. It ain't. So rest assured that worst case scenario, we get high draft picks, Sean Payton, we got cap space, things get real. Or we can just move Dan Quinn in. So we can't really lose this year, but we ain't gonna get to that though, because I don't talk about contingency plans. I just want y'all to know, and I had to bring it up since I brought the man up. And look, he picked the Cowboys. I'm picking the Cowboys. A lot of my YouTube content creating constituents have picked the Cowboys. A lot of my YouTube content creating constituents have picked the Cowboys. And look, listen. I'm not going to be surprised when we go out there and shock the world. Because last year, you talking about a game of inches. You talking about if Trayvon Diggs makes that interception. You talking about if they don't make that bogus call on Anthony Brown when guy went pushed off. You talking about if they call David for taking his helmet off and slamming it down, the call they ignored. You talking about if our kicker makes his kicks. It's a lot of things that helped Tampa win that game. We had 4 turnovers, and we still lost by a couple points. A lot of things didn't go our way. A lot. Calls were definitely in Tampa's favor. Y'all know how that go. It's just one of those things where we had a really young defense. Defensive philosophy didn't really grow into itself yet. Dan Quinn's first game coaching as the Cowboys D coordinator. Things have changed. Micah Parsons has changed. He dropped into coverage like 30-plus times last year. That ain't happening. He didn't even know the type of weapon he was. Dan Quinn ain't know what kind of weapon he had. Oh, we know now. I've been hearing all week. Well, the Cowboys didn't get home. I don't know if they can get home. Brady's release is too quick. No. Brady's been sacked plenty of times in his career. It's just how you do it. You got to attack him right in the front. None of that from the side stuff. He'll get it off before you get to him from side pressure, unless you just catch him blindsided. He will. His internal clock is crazy. He can feel pressure in the pocket. But what you got to do is he loves to step up into the pocket. He loves to live in his bubble. You got to burst that joint. Neville Gallimore, Oso Odigizua, Micah Parsons, maybe Anthony Barr. Burst that bubble. Coming up them A and B gaps. You know what I'm saying? Let the edges do the work. Let D. Long, Fowler, Sam Williams, Dorrance Armstrong. Let them handle the edge work. Micah gonna come at you right up them A and B gap. And it's going to be good, though, because you're not going to really be able to identify it, Tom. I know you think he's going to creep up to the line. I'm pretty sure Dan Quinn's going to do a great job of disguising. I'm pretty sure. I'm not an expert. But I'm excited because Sean Payton picking us, the thing I really paid attention to most is this is a person that has experience with beating Tom Brady. It just is what it is. Sean Payton knows what to do against Tom Brady. He knows what it takes to beat Tom Brady. See, he doesn't get any skins in the game by picking the Cowboys or picking against them. It don't matter. Jerry would hire him anyway. I think he really was given a true assessment when he said the defense, the speed of the defense, the ability to make turnovers. That's the advantage the Cowboys have. And our defense, when we played Tampa, was good. But look, Keanu Neal played a lot in that game. Nah. And I know I hyped him up last year, but nah. Keanu Neal played way too much in that game. Just a different team. Just a different team is going to be rolled out there. Like, Jalen Smith played a lot in that game. Jalen Smith. Like we're just our speed is different. Our reactions, everything is different. Our depth at different positions is different. And that makes me want to roll into what Dan Quinn said. When asked if this could be a top 5 defense, Dan Quinn said, well, I see better than I can hear. So I'd rather show you better than I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I'm paraphrasing. It wasn't the exact quote, but it's close. He wants to show and prove. He tired of talking. He know what we got. I know what we got. And look, I ain't never going to get tired of talking. That's what I do. But I am looking forward to seeing this defense get out on the field and make some noise, especially versus a good off. We got first two games, we got 2 great offenses. One is hobbled in Tampa, and one is super feeling themselves in Cincinnati. We'll get to Cincinnati. Got plenty of time for that. But right now, Tampa's coming in, rookie guard, replacement center. The other guard is hurt. That whole middle part that I was talking about is the soft spot. And Tom Brady out there trying to give his line pep talks, talking about, the whole world thinks y'all suck. What y'all going to do about it? No, y'all going to still suck. Especially versus Micah Parsons. You going to get better later in the year. Game 1, Tom going to be yelling. I've seen Tom when he gets rattled. He gets frustrated. If you go back and watch that game, just go back and watch the game. It ain't like Tampa came out and ran us up and down the field. Tampa was on the ropes. Now, they made sure that let's just say the NFL made sure Tampa had all the advantages. Because I'm still mad about that Levante Davis snatching his helmet off and slamming it on the field right next to a ref and no flag. Then you see later in the year that's flagged. That's preferential treatment, but we ain't going to get too deep into that. All I'm saying is this, though. Our defense, and it's not just the defensive interior with Neville, Osa, Big Bo. Shout out to Big Bo. Y'all saw the unofficial the unofficial depth chart was released. First of all, Michael Gallup's still on the depth chart as a starter. I don't know what kind of game they're trying to run. They're not going to get me hyped up. If Michael Gallup walks out on the field and plays on Sunday, yes, I will act stupid. Even if they just bring him out there as a decoy. But they're not running him out there. He's not quite ready. I'm thinking week 3 or 4. And that's what I've been saying, week 3 or 4. I've gotten hyped and thought maybe week 2. But I think week 3 or 4. I don't think. With no practice, they're not rolling him out there. Not that I know of. It would be dope, but not that I know of. But Quinn Bohanna is starting. Big Bo is starting. Now, more so at nose tackle than anything else. I don't think he's starting at 3 tech. But it's dope that he's worked his way up into a starting role. He's had a good camp. He kind of tightened up his body and everything. Quinn Bohanna's ready to go. And I'm excited about that. Because he's one of those players that I was excited about last year. Remember he said ain't no going to be no more running down to Dallas. And he's been true to his word as far as just grinding and getting out there. Now he gets to put in some work. I'm excited about our defensive depth and rotation. I talked about that yesterday. It's good to hear Dan Quinn talking about the fact that, we got a lot of depth and we ready to roll. We're going to push these guys hard, meaning he wants the people out there. If you're going to beat out there 10 plays, he needs 120%, 150%. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to you about to play 60 plays, pace yourself. We ain't got to worry about that. We got depth at every level of the defense. Good, legitimate depth. I'm excited too. And one last defensive tidbit before I jump off here. PFF, you corny. PFF released this whole who's going to lead the league in interceptions, especially after they talk about how interceptions don't matter as much. And they left Trayvon Diggs off of there. Now, I know most people are going to say that's what PFF wants. When people say that's what the people want, don't speak about it, I feel you. But I also don't like just letting people say whatever they want without no one speaking up for themselves. So I like to talk up on things like this. PFF, you a blog. You like the National Enquirer. You lose credibility every time you do stuff like that. You used to be the place people look to for like unique stats, more in-depth stats and things like that. And lately you just become a blog that just releases like personal takes, and it's less about legitimate stats and stuff like that and more about taking shots at teams you don't like. It's corny. Cornball behavior, A1. But look, Y'all let me know, random question, who y'all think gonna lead the league in interceptions. And it don't gotta be Trayvon Diggs, even though it might be, It's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. Sean Payton picked us. Y'all know who I'm picking. And this defense, can it be top 5? We was 7th last year. Why can't we be top 5? It's your boy, Mr. Rome. Aha.